As we have seen till now, we have created a database student uh, and we have simply opened the connection with the database and displayed student roll number, name and class into the text boxes and into the data grid. See the code, but we have one form on which we have three text boxes: text txt, role txt, name txt, class. And when a DODC control, we have just taken it for to create a connection string and a data grid that we are going to display the data into data grid. For the connectivity, we have just we have used a module 1 named module 1, in which we have created a connection object con and rs record set object. First of all, I have given a call to connect method on form load method module 1 dot connect. After opening this connection with the database that I have used here in module, that connection string equal to, if the connection is alive already, then connection becomes closed, and if connection is not alive, then we have added a connection string. This connection string can be copied from ADODC connection string, that is provider equal to Microsoft.j to OLEDB 4.0 or 3.5 maybe. Data source equal to the path to your database. In my case, it is c:users ramdas documents, and I have created a database named nrc_try.mdb. It is first just a security information. And after selecting the connection string, I have used con.open. If con.open is successfully fired, that I have displayed the connection open, will execute the time of execution, right? Like this. Everything that I have used in module is public. That is because I have to use those variables inside the forms. That is why I had taken the connection object and record set object as public. If I had used by default dim, then dim variables are private. In that case, I haven't been able to use those variables in form 1, form 2 or other than modules. Hence, make all the variables or objects and subroutines that you are creating in modules are public. I have used written data underscore ret subroutine in which I am going to execute the commands like select star from student, select star from teacher, or delete from the student. Any query that I want to fire, that I will fire from here. And it is record set object current location. I have written this current use client method because to set a data source to the data grid that I have used, it is necessary to set data grid dot data source, and to use set we must have to use the record set, that should be use client, add use client. The current location should be add use client. So it is only possible if you use rs dot cursor location equal to add use client. After selecting cursor location add use client, I have fired the query using rs dot open. Open is a method and pass query string q. In my case, it is variable q. In variable q, live collection con, add open dynamic and lock optimistic. It is add open dynamic and lock pessimistic are just to access the data dynamically or in forward direction and in reverse direction only. Now we are going to create, or we are going to add some buttons for insertion, deletion, updation, save, and add name. I just make some changes here. I just selected those controls and push it to right. just by selecting them. Now I've taken a command button, command 1. If you want to make same controls that looks like the same controls, then set all the properties to that control, and after setting all the properties, changing colors, that is what you want to do with that control, and do it with one only. I want to add a caption, add new, and want it back color, back color is okay. I want font color should be sans serif of size 8 and it should be bold. Okay. Now I will copy this button and paste. I don't want to create a control array, that is why I am saying no. Just put it here, drag and drop. Now again control V, say no, control array, put it here. Now we'll just change the name property of those controls. See, it is not necessary to copy and paste the controls, but it is convenient to copy and paste because there is no need to set some properties for the controls that we have copied. But if we have taken new button each time, then we have to set each time the font property. That is, we have set font equal to sans serif and bold style. So it is not necessary each time. Next, I am just going to change the names that we are going to refer in coding. Just add new. Use the naming conventions. Command CMD for command, it is to save. CMD, it is for delete. Okay, just change the caption. Just change the caption of add new to save and delete. Now add new code, double click on it. What I want to do is that when I click on add new button, the text displayed on these text box should be empty. The text box, I want to clear those text box, so that's why on clicking add button, I just want to clear those text box. So txt role.text be null, txt name.text will be null, and txt class also null. Now when I click add new, I want a student roll number, that is a primary key in our case, should be incremented by +1, and it should be displayed here, and that text box should be enable equal to false. That is why, because in Access database we have created a student roll number that is a primary key, and primary key should not be repeated. If I allow the user to enter the student roll number, that may causes the duplicate key into the database, which we break some rules of database. That is, see here, sRoll is a primary key. If I'm going to add one primary key again, suppose, then it will give an error. The changes you requested to the table were not successful because we are going to create duplicate values in the index or primary key relationship. Hence, it is not allowed to enter key. It is okay now because the key, it is primary key, S role is different. So if I allow the user to insert a key, then it may happen that user will insert a key which may be available already. So I'm just incrementing that value and adding it to here and make it just enable equal to false. This means disable. User should write his name, his or her name here and his or her class here, and those are visible and enable equal to true. So after add new, I just want a number here, which number is incremented number. So write query module 1 dot data return, and here select max of S rule, which is 2, will be written here. Select max role from student name, student table name. Sorry. The data will be written into the result set, that is rs, and rs dot fields of 0 dot count will give us a number that will be written into the. Just fire a query, select max of S role from student. The result will be in result set, fields of 0 dot value will return 2 plus 1. See what happened. Connection open. I click new. Here student role equal to 3. But it is editable now. That what to change is txt role dot text. Txt role dot text enable equal to false. Now see, connection open, I click new, then it is not editable, even it is not clicked. So there may not be a possibility that student can edit and reflection into the database is possible with duplicate keys. But we can avoid using incrementing the value. Now to save the data into the database, we have to fire a query insert into database, but on save button. So just fire module 1 dot data return and insert into student values and value. First, see, in design view, if it is a number or auto number, we don't have to need add quotes, and for text the single quotes are necessary. Insert into student values. First value is S role, and S role is in txt role. So, and as we know, the values in the text box by default have the type string. So we have to convert that string into integer. That's why I am writing cint txt role dot text, and here just concatenate that string with and comma, and here I have added a single quote because the student name is in string, that is text. So txt name dot text ampersand double quote single quote comma single quote double quote ampersand txt class dot text and double quote single quote and brackets close and double quotes complete. Here bracket close and double quote complete. First bracket of values and second bracket is of insert. See here values and insert. If the data is inserted successfully, then we can write here message box data saved successfully. What I had done, I had just call a method data underscore return which is in our module, and if that module will execute successfully, that will get a control here and the message will be displayed here. I just want to check whether data saved successfully will be displayed or not. We'll check, execute. Okay, the database is in open and execute, connection open. Just add new, insert classes and suppose save. Yes, data saved successfully. After saving the data, here data should be reflected. So that is what we have to create, or we have to call same method here again. Just copy and paste those lines here. Okay. Connection opened. Add new. For data name equal to save data saved successfully, and the saved data is here. Sorry, the name is not going to display here. Something wrong has been happened. Just check. Get the txt name dot tab index. Okay, txt name dot text should be here and txt class. Execute. Add new 5 here. This DCA save. Data saved successfully, and here is S role 5, S name is in our classes, and the S class is DCA. Okay, that's it for this session. We'll continue for delete in next.